So these are the books I got from the first used bookstore. I got one of each language in English, Korean, and Japanese. This one is Patterns of Korea in Everyday Life, to use in everyday life, from 1975, and these papers are also really aged. I thought I could use this book for the papers, but actually looking through it, I don't think I can tear this one up either, because this, for example, these are rice cake mold patterns, like the molds you use to imprint rice cakes, and look how awesome these are. And since these are like wood carvings, I'm like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, I want to try, making lino cuts from these wood patterns. More rice cake patterns. These are too cool to use myself, so I think I'm gonna hold on to this book as well to reference. Look at these trees. Really cool visual inspiration. And fishes. I love fishes. In fact, one of the first things I carved when I did stamp carving was fish. And I love that it's like Korean, and it's old enough that the writing is vertical, which is hard for me to read because I'm not used to reading like that, but it's just so neat. So this is another find. These are both 5,001, which is about $4. Okay. So I've made some sketches of the rice cake molds with my beloved Kawaii Noir magic pencil, and I have my box of rubber stamp carving supplies. I have a couple different carving blocks. These two I'm gonna save for like intricate little stamps because they're like a very hard block and they were more expensive. And then these are the two I have left. I'm gonna try out this Speedball pink one and the Moo carve, which I've used before. This is pretty thick, so I think I can do double-sided. As for tools, I'm using, I've got like an artist blade. I think you can just use an X-Acto knife, but I got like a nice artist blade. And then these are two carving tools I just got. They were just the cheapest ones at the art store. I got a V and a U-shaped carving block, what do you call these? Carving tools from the art store. And that's it. Oh, I also have this, whatchamacallit. I got this for bookbinding, but it's useful for making little holes, like eye holes for little fishies. So those are my tools. First, I'm gonna just cut off this block. It's actually a pretty good size to start with. So normally you're supposed to use like transfer paper, like tracing paper, to like trace the design with a pencil onto tracing paper and then like rub it onto the stamp block so you have the exact, since when it's stamped it turns out the opposite way, you'll have the exact image you want when it's actually stamped on the paper. But I don't have tracing paper. I'm just going to draw them and they will come out backwards. So there's two techniques that I've seen for carving stamps. One is using this kind of knife to like carve out with the single blade, and the other is to use these like U and V shaped tools to carve out. So this one sort of slices away. I'm like cutting at an angle instead of straight down. I'm cutting at an angle so it's easy to slice out the piece. So here I'm gonna cut it at an angle. If I could cut in a straight line. And then do a little dupe here, and then cut in an angle this way. Do a little dupe there, and hopefully that piece should slide right up. Okay. I'm not mad at it. It's cool. On to the next one. like it, like it, like it. Okay, so I have 4 designs now. I want to do a little printing. Put some scrap paper underneath. And let's try making some patterns. Now I'm gonna try white on black. Cool, I like this one. Yeah, I like that one. This is a sheet of labels, like address labels. The stamps just coincidentally happen to be almost the exact same like height as the address labels, so I'm making stickers. Okay, so this is a day's worth of stamping. We did some tags and my practice postcards, all these. And the sheet of labels. I think that looks cool. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned for more art adventures from Seoul, South Korea. Bye!